Welcome back everybody, this is My Journey 4K. We are back in the LMP2 prototype challenge on the Dallara P217. Let's get into it. Let's start today in P6. Looks like that's where we're coming out of turn 1 as. Strength of the field today is a 1664. We are currently rated to 1218. This is a 20-minute race. B license requirement. Looks like the car in front might be trying to make a move. Just looking to the inside. Gap has come down to the car in front a little bit because of that. Not quite the same color paint scheme there, but similar. We can get a strong finish here. We've got some points available to us. Looks like the car in front, some cars in front going side by side out of the last corner. Still in 6th, lap 1 done. Good so far. Looks like we're increasing the gap to the car behind. The car in front looked like they wanted to go to the outside again there. Go to the inside of that turn. First 6 cars are almost completely nose to tail here. Not much of a gap to the car in front anymore. I guess first place is getting away a little. Pretty tight field here from 2nd to 6th. The gap behind is growing. Running low 114s. We should have the tires up to temp now. Looks like the number 10 taking a little bit of a defensive line coming into turn 2. Car behind, losing control, going out on the grass. We close the gap to the car in front big time now, though. Just a tiny bit of a gap. They're having to drive a bit more defensively, and they will do so. We'll see if we try and make a move on them somewhere up here. Maintaining a small gap. I'm gonna cross the line, still in position 6. 115 flat, a little slow. Looks like we're starting to lose a little bit of time to the cars in front, 1st through 4th. Looks like they also may have slightly closed the gap to 1st place. Maybe, maybe not. I may be a little worried about trying to pass this car in front right now because they've been blocking pretty heavily. Not that bad, I guess, but the gap is maintaining Just a few tenths back from the car in front, starting to lose some time to the cars in front of them. Hopefully I can start to look past this car in front. We're so close, and hit my braking points and apexes properly. Not letting them go. The gap behind though is increasing. Looks like they're battling back there a little bit. This is the battle for 5th, and it looks like it's slowing us down just enough to let 3rd or 4th open up that gap a little more. Getting a little squirrely there, but we keep it under control. Just looking to keep the pressure up on the car in front. We're still in 6th. Can start to see the car behind showing up a little bit more. Still a large gap to the car behind. It's not really too much of a worry at the moment. If we do make a mistake though, that could start to put them back into contention with us. We don't want to do that. We want to keep up with this car in front. Try and force them to make the mistake. We're close enough that pretty much any mistake they make, we will go right on by. Still under a second gap to the car in front. Running just under the 114s with a 113.9. Looks like it might be about a half second gap to the car in front. We're not letting them get away, but they did open up the gap slightly, just by a few tenths. Hopefully we don't have any problems keeping on them, keeping the pressure up. We are nearing the halfway point. It is a 20-minute race. Started the race in position 6th. We are currently in 6th. Just a few events. Cars going off. We did lose control once, go off into the grass a little bit. I lost us a few seconds, I believe. So I went back, I think so. Should be hitting the halfway point here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. .113.7. We're picking up the lap times a little bit here. Pretty consistently. Not losing the car in front too much, but they are still gaining on us just a little bit. Like a tenth here or there. Does add up over time, but they could still make a mistake and allow us in contention for 5th. We are currently at 1.2k, and they're averaging at 1.6. So, significantly higher rating for some of these people. Maybe, I guess it isn't that significant. A couple hundred points does matter, though. It's hard to earn and keep, unless if you're just that fast right off the bat. Some people are. They've had a lot of practice in other games, and sometimes even real races. There is several well-known real race car drivers that race iRacing. I won't even begin to try and get into most of them. I'm sure some are on here quietly and secretly, not wanting you to know. Currently in 6th, running just over a 114. A little over a second gap to the car in front. Not really seeing any cars behind anymore. I think we've got enough pace to start to outrun them there. Probably making mistakes. Widen it out and see if we can't see anybody behind. Running fairly clean laps now, though. Feeling pretty consistent. We're not too far behind the car in front. I think we can finally start to see a car way back there. Yeah, it'll be quite some time before we see anybody behind us. This is mid-Ohio. Do have some new cars and tracks coming up soon. Start to mess around with a few other series to see what is enjoyable to me. Not really bringing down the gap to the car in front, but it is still not getting too far away from us. We still have good sight on it. A little under 5 minutes to go in the race. If they make a mistake, we should have an opportunity. Hopefully we don't make any. Don't see many cars behind, but that would take us out of contention for 5th. We did start the race in 6th, but we're gonna try and get to 5th, but we are only still in 6th position. Getting a little squirrely there. Losing the back end a little. That will cost us just a little bit of time. Looking for that car in front to do something a little worse than that. Gap is opening up a little bit to the car in front, mostly due to that mistake on the last lap. We'll keep our head down and keep battling. Still in 6th. Lately, it's starting to look like just the little mistakes are happening, losing us a spot here or there. If we can start to clean those up, we'll start to see the podium much more often. Our rating did take a pretty big hit. The last GT3 series we raced brought us down to a 1K. We've slowly worked our way back up though here in the LMP2 class. Currently sitting at a 1218 I rating. Should just be a couple more laps to go in this race. About a couple second gap to the car in front. Is that smoke? Looks like somebody had an issue there. Some gravel and smoke. You could see some lines spinning out there. Cars in front. Nose to tail. Not sure if that's a back marker. Somebody's getting lapped right now. I am guessing they were a car in front that had an issue, and 5th place has caught them. That battle could allow us to start to close the gap. With just a few minutes remaining, there's probably one more lap after this. We'll see if we can catch the marshal waving the white flag when we go by. Cars in front are opening the gap a little bit between each other, not battling as hard as I might have thought they could. Coming across the line here, let's see if the marshal is. White flag, this is the last lap. Cars in front not quite close enough to be battling aggressively yet. You can see first, second, third place cars up there. Just barely crossing on the other side. We aren't that far behind the leader overall. Looking for any mistake again. And the cars in front, not us, obviously. Just a few more turns left in the race. We started in P6. Looks like we're ending in position 6. Here's the end here. Alrighty. 6th place, everybody. We started this race at a 12:18. We gained 27 points. We're going to end with a 12:45. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time.